Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I have my what sold, so I'm gonna get to those. Sales are going up, friends. Yes, they sure are. I think I have 5. Let me count real quick. 1, maybe 6. 6 items going out the door. One that included a little mistake. We'll talk about that, like what happens. I'll give it a little, I sold something that I donated, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. So, I hope your sales are going well as well. If this is your first time, I primarily sell mall brands. I find that works for me. That's what I can find in my area. So let's get right to it. As I'm saying, I primarily sell mall brands. My first item is a Zaya shirt. So Zaya Active is an MLM. I did sell Zaya myself for a while. This actually was my top. Zaya. I absolutely love Zaya's leggings for myself. That's what I use for my workouts. I still like running errands, whatever. I am still definitely wearing those, but overall, if you came up to me and asked me, hey, would you buy Zaya to resell? I would say no. I would say no now. It's kind of like, it's a fad in my opinion. It's like a lot of things. If you think back to like LuLaRoe, that's the same kind of thing. I think I joined during the pandemic, and it was, you know, I work out about 4 to 5 times a week if I'm lucky. Some weeks it's 3, some weeks it's 5. I need sunlight. I swear I'll get out of bed better if there's sunlight. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but so I love their leggings. Stay up. They do not go down at all. And during the pandemic, I became a reseller of Zaya, and loved it, loved the stuff. It is like anything though, it's super expensive. Had to pull back and realized I didn't need 50 different pairs of leggings in every color. I mean, that might be exaggerating, but at one time I probably had 20 pairs. I started like realizing, I started selling everything off once I left the company, and I really did. It was cool. It was fun to get a discount because, you know, I am active. So, you know, that worked into my life at the time to like sell the leggings during the pandemic. So that was really great. They just think it's just so expensive. Like a brand, I don't know honestly now what it is, but the last time I checked, most of the leggings that I would even still be interested in buying for myself are like $75 a pair. And I just can't justify that, especially with thrifting. And, you know, I did get into thrifting more after everything opened back up during the pandemic. So, yeah, that's the story of Zaya. It is quality stuff for sure. This was my shirt, so you'll see the total. It sold for $17.50. My estimated profit, $12.40. So, happy that's going out the door. I didn't grab any small envelopes. Why would I not do that? This is the joys of, this is kind of the joys of when you're learning to ship on a new area. And this bag is so big. I really don't have any other ones right here. I just got a new shipment of these big bags in. That's probably why they were in there. Okay, so we have 4 items going out from eBay. 2 items going, wait, is it 2? I don't know. I think it's 2 items from Poshmark. Definitely 1. So we'll get into, I won't keep you the suspense going, but I will show you what I was talking about in the beginning. This is a Tommy Hilfiger I think it's 100% wool. 100% wool sweater. Looks a little, this is a good point to bring up. I put the measurements in everything. Even items that are new with tag, because, just because, you know, a lot of times, you know, people know the brands that they like. They're going to be looking for those brands, but, who's to say like one top could be totally different than another? That's just what I've found over the years, especially like if the item, if the item's been washed, obviously, like the, you know, washing machines, and you don't know how somebody is going to wash something, if they're going to follow the instructions. I, for one, am just, I hate to admit it, but I don't have the time. And I think a lot of women my age, let me know in the comments if, and moms, like, I don't have the time to delicate wash one thing here and there, whatever. So it's going in the washing machine, probably just on a normal cycle. And that's that. Now, this is let me double check, because now I brought it up and now I want to know. But I think it's 100% wool. Lamb's wool, 100% lamb's wool. So this little sweater, I put together a bag the other day of things I wanted to donate. I took the sweater off of eBay. I have had this sweater for a very long time. Like, probably 2 years. So I took it off of eBay, but I forgot to take it off Poshmark. And guess what? The night after I donated the items, it sold on Poshmark. But here it is. And how is that? So this morning I went to the church rummage sale where I donated this sweater, and this sold last night or 2 days ago on Poshmark. It's something like that, one of those. And I said, all right, I'm gonna look for it. Hopefully I'll find it, but if not, I'll just refund the buyer. I found it. I get in the zone. It was like, okay, remember the sweater. And I just happened to come across it on a table. And I mean, these tables had like so much stuff. And there's no telling, like, if the other women already like working the sale, they had piles everywhere of their own stuff. I'm like, it could be gone already. But this was a good sale and I was so happy. So I did account for the fact that I paid for this again, but it was only 50 cents. Like, they lowered the prices at this certain sale. So friends, yeah, I don't forget to take things off of both platforms. Learn from my mistakes. So this sweater sold for $23, and I did take both the cost it cost me when I bought it and when I rebought it today. So my estimated profit, this is a Poshmark sale, is $13.12. Okay, I think it was worth looking for it. I probably honestly, had I not come across it while I was there, I probably would have forgot. I get so in the zone at these rummage sales. Like, I'm like, okay, where am I going? Where am I going next? And it was a absolutely fabulous rummage sale. I do say that about most of them. This is one of my favorite ones. They actually, like, shoes have gone down to 50 cents. They used to charge $1. So that's, for me, I was like, I didn't even check the sign for shoes because typically they're $1. I figured they were still $1. And I get up front and they're like, okay, shoes are 50 cents. And I got cowboy boots. I got Hoka's. What were the other two pairs? Hoka's cowboy boots, Nike shoes, like sandals that look like are brand new, and Bog rain boots. So I did this particular sale too. I gave a little bit more, like I donated some. I gave a couple more dollars to the sale because I felt I'm like, oh, you guys could just price just a little bit higher. But I don't know, maybe they can't. Maybe they didn't see the profits that they wanted the last time in the sale. the line was pretty long when I got there. I go right after I drop my kids off at school. It starts at 9. I rolled in. The line was like out, you know, all the way to the back, and it was raining. And people were getting crabby because they wanted to go inside because it was raining. But not me. I just, you know what, honestly, like, I'm just like, yes, it is rummage sale season. It is Christmas. It's like kids waiting for Santa. I am like in the line, I'm waiting for Santa. I'm so excited. I'm waiting to go in. I don't care. And I love just chatting with people at those sales. It's so fun. Shout out to my thrifting bestie, Mary, if you're watching. She was there today. It's been a long time since I've seen her because it was winter and we usually run into each other at rummage sales or the post office. So it was nice to see Mary today. These Lands' End capris, woo, hello. These sold, I got these about a month ago when I went to, I would say it's not like a favorite thrift store of mine, but the prices are really good. I don't know if they just get rid of a lot of stuff or they don't have as many donations, but they just don't get as much stuff as I would like to see them get. I don't know. Just my opinion. I got these for $1. They sold for $15. My estimated profit, $13.82. There was a little bit of shipping overage on these. So that's where you're seeing the extra. And I do talk about that. Like, I price my items, and sometimes, well, with eBay in particular, eBay does offer, if you buy the labels on eBay, a percentage off of your shipping. They have a deal with the post office. It really, really is nice for sellers, especially if you're new. It is so hard to know, and that's why I say get a scale. You can even, like, if you know on eBay, there's like a SKU area under your item where it says like custom SKU. You could even write right in there, you know, like for my items, what I do like box 9, what I paid for it, and what the item weighs. Now, I say that I have a pretty good eyeball now. I've been doing this so long that I know like what a lot of things weigh, but if I don't, if it's like a pair of shoes that, you know, 2.5 pounds, or a big jacket or something, that's a good place to just write it in, weight. I don't know how many characters they give you in that, but just write weight and then write down, you know, what it is. One of these I have to make sure I didn't do it yet. I probably did. Oh no, okay. I had to, and that's another thing about shipping to bring up is, am I really going to be out of envelopes? I really probably am. 1, 2, maybe not. Maybe. I might have to go get some envelopes. Oh, maybe not. No, I think we'll be good. So, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I'll find it. Oh, so you are going to see the next item. I'll talk about it too. I told you what my profit was on these. I love Lands' End. I bought a Lands' End dress today at the church rummage sale. I sold a pair of Lands' End pajama pants already this week. I'm trying not to pick up smaller sizes in Lands' End, but overall I'm trying not to pick up smaller sizes in pretty much anything. So it's just not profitable enough for me. So with an exception, I got a cashmere sweater yesterday at Salvation Army. It was 99 cents. I could not resist. It's 100% cashmere. It was a cardigan with a shirt, a sweater sweater under it. So, okay. Next up, this is what I'm talking about. I'll talk about how I'm going to be mailing this. Crazy Horse. Oh my gosh. I used to work at JCPenney's. This was where Crazy Horse was sold then. It may be sold all over. I have no idea. But isn't this cute? Someone, I was watching a reseller not too long ago, said that they were picking up Crazy Horse. Now, I had this already. I picked this up because it was unique. Let's see, what size is it? A large. Okay. So I knew it would eventually sell the colors. It had a lot of watchers. I probably had it priced just a smidge too high. They sent me an offer and I accepted it because I have had it for a while. So I'm not going out there like, oh, I have to have Crazy Horse every day of the week. But I would pick it up again. I really would. It did eventually sell these colors. I'm imagining too, I for some reason did not have written down when I got this. So I'm not sure when. It was probably a church sale is my guess. And oh, I'm gonna need a bigger bag. Honestly, Crazy Horse, I would get it again if it was a cardigan, but it's your discretion. You may not want a lot of things. I don't want things hanging around a long time, but maybe you don't have the space, or you just don't have the time to have, like, this is what you're doing on the side or something. So it's totally up to you. I knew this would sell eventually. I did have a lot of watchers on, I think I was like 3 watchers on eBay. So it was always in the back of my mind that this would sell eventually. It's funny. It's like, as soon as something sells, I don't know if this happens to anybody else, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Clearly, I forgot about that Tommy Hilfiger sweater because I didn't take it off of Poshmark. But it's all good. It's all good. I mean, the idea of going to the church the day before when it sold did cross my mind. Like, hello, can I get my sweater back that I don't? Now, if it would have went to Salvation Army or Goodwill or something, it would have been long gone. I never would have looked for it. But luckily, it's rummage sale season time of year. So this is what I was talking about. This is a Tyvek mailer. I would say there's only like 3% of the time that I any more mail things in with a priority mailer from eBay, because it's just so much cheaper to do Ground Advantage. This little number, I'm not really sure why this was so much. This is going to Indiana Harbor Beach, Florida, which I'm on the East Coast. Florida is on the East Coast. I don't know why. If maybe you know, maybe this is like, is this a town in Key West or something? So I'm not really sure why it was going to be much more expensive to ship. Not much more, but it was going to be a couple dollars more. So these mailers, what's nice about these, even on eBay, is they are a set price. I think it's $8.30 now. And maybe somebody in the comments, let me know. I don't know if, I haven't looked lately, if they give as much of a discount or any discount if you're using these mailers from eBay. I'm assuming you do. You know, it's not like Posh, because Poshmark, like, you just ship in these and they have everything figured out with the shipping service. But if that makes sense, whatever I'm saying there. So it was just a better deal. It was a couple dollar savings to ship it in this, and that's why I'm shipping this eBay order in this mailer. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up because I am a talker. Can you tell? I could just talk and talk and talk. I love talking about selling on eBay, selling on Poshmark. So this sold for $23.10. My estimated profit, $14.78. Remember, everything's an estimate. So yeah, all right, we're getting down there. We have 2 more. We the Free. This is, if you've never heard of Weed the Free, it is a brand of Free People. I got these in November when I went to the Pittsburgh bins. So I got them in November. I had a feeling when I got them, I was going to be hanging on to them, but you know, it is what it is. I pick up sweaters in the summer and I pick up shorts in the winter, but that's just me. In my business, what I've noticed is things sell all year round. I sell Christmas sweaters in July. I sell shorts in January, and so on and so on. Somebody just told me, I just heard today it's 100 in Phoenix, and today is what? April 10th, 11th, something like that. Oh, it's April 11th because it's my niece's birthday. So happy birthday. If she's watching, she might be. Sometimes my sister puts it on for her to show her aunt. So, yeah, everything sells at some point. These cost me, like, I figured it out to be like 50 cents at the bins. Throw them in, have a nice day. I knew they would sell eventually. They're a good brand, free people, and they did. So they sold for $15, and my estimated profit, $12.48. There was a little bit of overage from the shipping on these as well. That's why it makes sense for me to have a store, to print my labels from eBay. Fees are crazy. Fees are crazy everywhere. Fees, you know, I'm also putting fees into promoting my items. Now, I don't even know what it would be like not to promote my items at this point, because I have been promoting my items now for years. When you're in a saturated market, like clothing, I find it very beneficial to, you know, stand out above the rest, and, you know, it is what it is. The thing is, yeah, it stinks. You pay a fee for everything that sells. Then you're paying another fee for, please stay stuck. You're paying another fee to have a store, and now you're paying a promoted item fee. There's so many fees, I don't even know. So if you can get a little bit of a discount shipping, and then there's a little bit of shipping overage, it helps. Because fees, my friends, are not going to be going down. I'm sure they're going to be going up, like everything, like the post office raises prices, everywhere does. So we have to look at, if you're a reseller, we have to look out for ourselves. So I hope I still have a big, all right. We're getting down to it. I don't know why this won't stick. I'm going to go like that. Okay. So I'm going to post this question on my community page, but I want to ask my loyal viewers, where is your favorite place to get items to source? Is it thrift stores, garage sales, church sales? You know, some people don't even bother with church sales or, you know, yard sales. Maybe you don't have a lot of that in your area. I feel like a lot of areas would have it, but maybe you don't. So if you could answer me, I would love that. I'd love to hear, where is your favorite place? I can tell you all that I will tell you my favorite place is church rummage sales, especially after the one today. You just can't, in my area, you cannot beat the prices. 50 cents for shoes. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't think most garage sales do 50 cents for shoes. They're at least $1. So, and that price went down. It's the one thing that's going down, is apparently the shoes at this church rummage sale. So, did I tell you? Sold for $15. My estimated profit, $12.48. I could be repeating myself, but I didn't want to forget. So, there you go. These are going to California, which is weird. Again, with the pricing, it's like the pricing is different than that sweater. I mean, the sweater didn't weigh that much more than the shorts. So, I don't know. What. All right, our last sale, these Eco sandals. This is a really good men's brand of sandals. I got these last spring. I was tidying them up a little bit. I don't mess around a lot with cleaning shoes, but sometimes I will just get them a little bit, you know, spruced up if I need to. My new favorite way to ship shoes, I will show you, is in these bags, because it's easy and they stay really nice and tight. The material on these shoes is pretty much plastic, and, you know, whatever else is Velcro. You don't need to use a box. That's just my opinion, though. I don't even get as many deliveries as I used to, because I source outside of my house in my area. You know, I do save like Amazon boxes here or there for when I sell. Like, I got a pair of cowboy boots today that I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to need a box for those. So I will ship like a big pair of boots in a box. But something like this, it's going to fit really nicely in my blue mailer. So N to the O, no, I'm not shipping them in a box. One of these most times I'll probably get somebody that says, I was really disappointed that you shipped my items like this. But maybe not. Maybe nobody cares. I have yet to see that. It could happen. You know, I have no idea. All right. So until then, until that happens, and I also ship in boxes that, you know, Amazon boxes, absolutely. I don't ship in anything that like had loose things in it, like, you know, what, dog food or, you know, something that was messy or, you know, anything like there's nothing in it. Like there was nothing that could contaminate the item that I'm shipping. I definitely do. I think people appreciate that nowadays. We have too much waste everywhere. So let's help save the environment where we can. I'm not the greatest at always doing that myself, I'll be honest, but when I can, I try. Okay, so the Echo men's sandals sold for $28. My estimated profit, $17.74. They will go in their mailer now, and somebody's gonna have some, these, like, I looked these up. These sandals do sell for a lot. Like I said, I've had these for almost a year. These were purchased last April for $1. So I have, and I'll have to show you guys sometime, I have shoe racks in the basement where I keep my shoes. So shoes aren't really in my way. I restocked the shoe racks during the rummage sale season because they're so cheap. I did almost buy a pair of Sorel boots yesterday at Salvation Army. I passed on them. Like, it's not boot season. Don't get these. They were a little bit damaged. So, okay. Long-winded. Oh, I love that you guys stick around with me and we talk reselling together, and that's my favorite thing. These are off to, is the Windy City, Chicago? Okay, I think it is. So, thank you, friends. You've made it this far. You've listened to me gab about all the things. I appreciate you all. If you like this video, please subscribe. You know, follow me. Is that follow, subscribe, like, whatever. Send this to a friend. It's a great time of year to learn about this business and how you can make money reselling. There's a lot of, for me personally, a lot more profit this time of year because of the way I get my items in the spring, summer, and early fall. So it's a great time to learn. So, and I appreciate all the comments and ideas. You all are great. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back in the next one. Happy thrifting, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.